Absenteeism, it is at an all-time high according to the U.S. Labor Department. Now there's a warning from the FBI. Fox 13's Amy Spiropoulos is live with what we need to know. Amy.
Good morning to you, Lauren. Well, the bottom line, if you're sick and planning on calling in sick at the place where you work, you could be criminally prosecuted. That is the very latest from the feds. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is issuing a warning, and they are saying that your boss can fire you if you call in sick and say it is because of COVID and you don't actually have COVID. On the other hand, employers do have a duty, according to attorneys that we spoke with, to provide employees with a safe working environment. That means providing proper protection supplies and gear if necessary. We talked to Quentin Brogdon. He is a personal injury attorney, and he says, and I quote, if you're going to have policies to penalize employees for false reporting, you should have those in writing, and they should exist before you punish the employee. They should be clear, and they should not be disseminated to the employees. They should not be disseminated to the employees unless everyone knows that those policies are in place. In other words, he says if a place of business has something in place, they need to already have it in place. If they're saying that you could be in trouble for calling in sick because of COVID, they need to go through those policies with each employee and make sure it is very clear. Also, the bottom line this morning, if you're sick, you better make sure you have an excuse from the doctor. Use common sense here. But if you use COVID as an excuse and you say you have COVID, you better be ready to provide proof to your place of business. We're live this morning. Amy Spiropoulos, Fox 13 News.